Glorious day here in Faisalabad for one more time in this series. Remember, the series level one apiece. It is the showdown. It is the ultimate decider, and all three gentlemen next to me are ready. Shaheen Shah Afridi, Matthew Bretsky, and Ranjan Madugale. Shaheen, you got the coin?
Tails.
Tails is the call.
Tails is the call. As Matthew Bretsky practices his calling skills. He has. For the first time in this series, since South Africa has been here, Matthew, you won the toss. What are you going to do and why?
We're going to have a bat first. I think the wicket is pretty used, so we're going to look to put a score on the board and hopefully defend it.
Now, both times the teams have won chasing. One time the dew came in, one time the dew did. How much do you cater to that, or do you continue to remain true to your strengths?
Yeah, look, there's a lot of theories around the wind and all that things, but in a game like this, we just feel runs on the board are important, so that's what we've gone for.
Clinical performance in all three facets. If you are to give me a bit of a score, what are you looking to in terms of having a look at the surface in the first go?
We'll probably have to assess after the first 10 overs, but anything over 290 would be nice, but we'll just have to see.
Team news?
Team news, we've had one last-minute change. Kashila is out with an injury, so Ruben Hamlin makes his debut, and Lungi Ngidi is in for George Linder.
Brilliant. Matthew,
Cool.
have a good one.
Thank you.
Cheers.
All the best.
Shaheen, toss hasn't gone in your favor, but were you looking to bowl first?
Yeah, we want toss ball first, so that's fine.
Okay, in terms of your new team, the performance in the previous game was slightly sketchy. What were the conversations like, and what are you looking to improve in this final decider?
I think that last game, the few decision is not in our favor, but we'll try. In that we had a few changes as well, so the pitch-wise we managed the team.
What are those team changes? Are there any for tonight?
So Naseem and Wasim was rested, so Ebrar and Haris Rauf is in.
So going with a slightly more spinner option, because you might think this might turn.
Yeah.
Shaheen, I'm not sure if you know, but Pakistan hasn't won a series, an ODI series against South Africa at home. Fantastic opportunity for Pakistan to make that historic comeback.
Of course, winning is always feeling good, so we'll try to play our best cricket here.
Enjoying your captaincy role?
Yeah, of course.
All right, brilliant. Shaheen, have a
Thank
good
you.
one. Right then, the news from the center is that South Africa have won the toss and they will have a bat. Now then, the surface, the same one as the first ODI, which we thought might turn, but since it's been used and since it's been drier, I've got a new pitch doctor. Vernon Philander, what do you reckon?
Yeah, good afternoon, Aruz. I think also, yes, it has been a used surface. So this surface looks a lot drier, a lot more abrasive. So like Rami has expected it at first game, I do feel there's a lot of natural variation for both seamers as well as spinners to work with. I feel the ball might just squat, from a seamer's perspective. And with 50 overs of traffic on here, I do feel the surface will deteriorate as this game go along.
Now, from a batting point of view, through all your experience, and what are the batting looking to negate in terms of power play or when the spinners come on in the mid-order? What are the scoring areas that they can look at? Yeah,
I think, again, for me, the big scoring options are going to be in that first sort of 15 overs. I think from a batting point of view, you perhaps want to get out of the crease to negate those modes of LBW and bold. I think bowlers will be settling in on trying to get a couple of balls straight and bring those modes of dismissals into play. And also, when you come out the crease, you almost generate a bit more pace, by coming, obviously, shorter in shortening up the surface. So, again, the middle phase, that's going to be the big question mark. Of course, South Africa, they've opted to bat first, and they have been challenged in that first ODI in that middle phase. So how they play the spinners, for me, I think you need to look a lot straighter in terms of, trying to get ones up the ground, but your scoring zones are particularly going to be a lot straighter than squarer. I think as a spinner, you want better to go square, then you bring those modes of dismissals into play. All
right, then you've heard from Vernon Philander, bring the modes of dismissals into play. For batting, get runs on the board for Pakistan.